Hello, everybody, and welcome back to A Pickle in the Bag. I'm CPU Sideheart, and today we're joined by
Death and Request. Android, I'm
Sheena.
Android.
Also known as Phantom.
Arata!
The cute little Buckster thing.
Otherwise known as Green.
Otherwise known as one of the literal colors you will see around here. Wow, riveting stuff.
She's finally outside touching grass.
Finally.
If I made it out this far, I'm safe, right?
That's not even real grass.
Nobody needs to know that. Hello? Say something. Why are you silent all of a sudden? Say something.
Something. You don't need to say anything else. Just say the word something.
I don't hear your voice.
Isn't that an Ultraman episode name?
Yeah.
Just, who am I?
Great question.
I feel ready to crumble.
Do you feel ready to rumble?
In fact, yes I do.
You don't know who you are?
Huh? You're the bug from earlier, aren't you? Can you speak? I hate feeling left in the dark. I want to know everything. I mean, it's me. Why wouldn't I? But I don't know. I'm completely lost.
You don't say.
I have no idea what to do with myself. The sky comes out of nowhere and totally shakes apart everything I thought I knew. I mean, those memories of leaving home were so real. Practically taste them on my tongue. But I didn't sense any hint of deceit in his voice, so I want to believe him. It's all too much for me right now. Just go touch grass, you'll be fine.
Go touch some grass. Take some.
There are so many things I need to ask you. What happened 1 year ago? Where are you at this very moment?
Where was I? How am I supposed to know? I'm here. Answer me.
You scared?
Well, when you say it like that, yes. I'm terrified. What if I'm not who I think I am? What did he mean by my programming? Are my memories nothing but lies?
Yes, actually.
Am I really alive? Do I even exist in this world?
This world actually just doesn't exist.
Yeah, this world is just fake.
Of course you exist. Sheena Ninomiya.
What gasp?
Alright, seems
Exclamation
like you
point.
heard me clearly this time. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I managed to whitelist our names in the game's text bank. Can you hear me
Oh
down
my god,
there?
he's playing Minecraft.
I'm Arata. Arata Mizanashi.
It's the jobber!
It's the guy that yells, Sheena!
Yeah.
Oh.
Ninomiya?
That's my name?
Yes, that's your real name.
Mizunashi? I...
I can't believe I finally found you. I wish you knew how worried sick we've all been. You're safe in there, right?
No. I was so scared. I missed you so much.
Yeah, me too. It's just like the
Oh my
waving.
God.
It's like the waving voice changer.
I can do it. I'm just doing it naturally. No, my god. Mizunashi?
Hmm?
Where am I? It's the way her emotions change up so quickly.
You're in
I
an
know,
opening.
right?
Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
No. Oh my god.
Crap.
You're free!
I didn't realize
Finally!
I fell asleep. What time is it?
Finally, the game can begin.
3 a.m.
No, I can't do my voice wavering anymore.
No!
Hey, no worries.
No.
It's been a while since I've fallen asleep in the middle of work. Come to think of it, I'm starving. What do I have around here to eat?
Don't talk about eat around me right now. My name is Arata Mizunashi. I'm 27 years old. I'm a programmer. If I'm not at home, I'm at work. Ebbs and flows. Each second passed is just another line of code typed. When did I wake? When did I sleep? And when did I start working? When did I stop? And when did I last eat?
Me for real?
I don't ever take the time to ask myself any of these questions. Each day bleeds into the next, and no one bats an eyelash.
He's just
This
like me
further
for
proves
real.
my
Just
theory
like
that
me for
we're
real.
all suffering with memory loss.
You're calling yourself jobbers? Really?
I
Oi.
am a jobber.
So am I! But it's okay. I'll just keep going on. As a jobber.
Yeah, a steamed melon pond. Guess I forgot to eat the lunch I bought. Delicious.
Again? You were obsessed with
Share?
that bread.
Share?
You want
Please?
steamed melon pond and mozzarella sticks and cheese and garlic cheese
And
sticks.
pickles in a bag.
Huh?
The melon pond? You practically eat them for every meal. Don't you get tired of the same thing?
How dare you assume?
Just so that we can
Oh.
get this stuff sorted out. Who wants to voice Tokiwa?
Green.
The melon pond. You practically eat them for
She
every
already
meal.
spoke green.
She already
Green.
said the line. Don't you get tired of the same thing?
Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. This is where I work. Enigma Games.
Creative.
A small game development company where we work on software on behalf of game publishers. Much of what we do is kept under wraps by non-disclosure agreements. My coworker here, who shows little care for NDAs, is Tokiwa Soga.
Tokyo Soko. Yeah.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Gio.
Love Kamen Rider Shio.
She works on a project separate from my team, but she's undoubtedly one of Enigma's top
My
programmers.
dietary habits are none of your business. I enjoy the taste, but that doesn't mean it's my favorite thing to eat.
He's gonna make me
I
yawn.
guess I just don't have a craving for anything else. Forget that, Tokiwa. Aren't you swamped with work? Should you
I
be
hate
hanging
him.
out with me?
Don't worry. I just finished working on a huge
This
block
is
of
why I
code,
call
so
him a
I
jobber.
wanted to pick on you during
this
my
guy.
break. Here you go.
Whoa, take it easy. You shouldn't throw things without warning me. Oh,
No, actually, throw a fastball at his
Thanks.
face next time.
No problem.
I got you.
Looks like someone had a productive evening.
what? What makes you say that?
Your code. I can see the progress you've made on your monitor. 300 lines in one day is something to be proud of.
Hey, don't you have another project to work on or something? You can't just peek at what I'm working on over here.
Oh, loosen up. Who cares? We're both employees for the same company. As far as I'm concerned, my work can be an open book to you.
Yeah. That's why they separate us into cubicles, right? What's the real reason you're over here anyway?
I already told you. I just wanted to pick on you. Seems like our most recent spat left a good impression on you. I know you've got the skill to pull it together. But ever since she went missing, you've seemed totally disinterested in this project.
Let's drop it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to reopen old wounds. I just hoped you could understand.
Totally
Yeah.
normal dialogue that people say every single day.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything
This happens every
changed.
Tuesday. What are you guys talking about?
Everything
Mhm.
changed when the pickle in a bag incident
It's
happened.
Heat of the
I just don't want
moment.
to talk about it. It's not your fault. So
Everyone
don't worry.
ate too many pickles.
That's not what
This
I
is
This
what
is why-
happens.
This is why
You don't
pickles are
seem to
bad,
get
everyone.
it, so I'll tell you as many times as you need to hear it. This isn't your fault. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden on your own.
Right.
Hey, I just realized that bread you like so much, I mean, Sheena used to buy those from the shop downstairs, didn't she?
She did. She loved them so much.
She used to buy them by the dozen for the office.
Let me guess. Before you knew it, you were hooked. Sounds like some Pavlovian training.
Huh?
What's the matter?
Pavlovian training, huh? I barely noticed.
I think everyone's entitled to slip into bad habits now and then.
Why
We
does
just
she
passed
speak
a
like
Sheena went
that?
missing, haven't we?
Yeah. Which marks a year since the World's Odyssey project ended, too.
World's Odyssey, sometimes abbreviated as WOD for short. Enigma staked
A
the
wad of
company's
what?
fate into developing a VR MMO program, which is short for a virtual reality, massively multiplayer online game. Much of its
A
larger
Vermo.
development infrastructure was put into place by a well-known corporation, Aggle Incorporated. A few years ago, a game engine that they released made headlines. It was an immersive cloud-based system known as the Alice Engine. Shina Ninomiya, a fresh-faced director full of imagination and enthusiasm, helmed the project, with her and the Alice Engine confirmed. I hopped on the project as the game's primary programmer. We set out to make something never made before, a fully realized fantasy world. However, in the middle of development, the Alice Engine began producing a series of bugs that were proving impossible to fix. To make matters worse, Shino Ninomiya, our fearless director, had suddenly vanished. We had no choice but to halt development for WOD. We made it to the alpha stage of the build, but the assets were immediately frozen, and Aggle froze their funding too. We heard it all. We knew that it couldn't be done. It was too much of a burden for some young girl to do by herself. I couldn't help but seethe with anger, hearing everyone shift the blame onto her and whisper behind her
When
back.
things go south, it's easy to push the blame onto a newer employee, but you're beating yourself up too much for how you handled having her on your team. From my point of view, at least, you weren't that strict. I don't think she took the pressure badly either. Don't be so hard on yourself.
What the hell? Cut me open, why don't you?
It's practically
Please
written
do.
on your face. You're all, everything's my fault, or I'm so sorry, Sheena.
Leave me alone.
Hey, would you mind
She's
doing
so
that
nice.
voice again?
Takua puffed her cheeks playfully and she pointed her fingers towards my
What
face.
do you mean?
Come on, just one more time. I'll stop bothering you if you make that face again.
You make no sense. Just leave me be. If you won't, then I'll just go home.
Kaboom!
Hello, Uni! Then from out of the blue, something was thrown onto my desk.
Whoa, how about a warning first? Kind of pervy, don't you think?
Arata, I have the sample you asked for. I followed all your design specs, right? For a heroine-themed booby mouse pad.
What?
Yep.
Amazing.
Also, sorry. This is my favorite voice actress.
Not right now.
Wow. Did you ask the marketing team to work on samples for this? What a turnoff. Well, I guess considering our target audience, it shouldn't surprise me at all.
I think I followed your suggestions to the T, Arata. What do you think? Does it resemble she enough?
What?
Huh?
This feisty woman is Lydia Nolan.
Excuse me?
She is Enigma's chief character designer. Her Japanese is so good, it's almost hard to believe that she's a foreigner. She is a master of the art of conversation, to the point that I can't keep up with how quickly she goes through internet catchphrases. Like,
ひどしてでもどうにもならね
couldn't think of a single writer catchphrase to use.
え。
She's a ball
さ
of,
あ、時間を始めようか。
yeah, that one. She's a ball of passion that pours her soul into her work and her hobbies. It certainly
Would
shows.
you quit it?
You asked for this, Arta? Don't tell me that you used Sheena as a model for the heroine.
About that.
Jeez. And you even went ahead and got the right proportions for her bust.
How did you get that? How did you get that?
It's a little too flat-chested, isn't it? Nothing that can't be fixed. Just need to add some padding over here.
You need to be stopped.
Okay, good night.
Cease and desist
But Arta,
right now.
Huh?
Put a cease and desist on him. How does he know her chest size?
They are besties. Today was tougher than usual.
Yes.
At least I've got this
Doesn't
melon
mean
pad.
you should
Actually,
have a
never mind.
chest
No, that
size.
doesn't. No, never mind.
I was gonna say
That doesn't
you don't
explain
know
anything.
mine.
That is fair.
I don't even know mine, to be fair. But yes.
Look, I have
Please.
such a hard time making eye contact. I'm always looking like a full, like... No one's even in frame when I'm talking to people. I'm looking in the opposite direction. I
Quite
don't even know what
literally.
you look like.
Help me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Message, let's see. Spam, more spam.
More spam.
Yep, more spam here.
I want to eat
this
spam
is...
now.
Wait, does this
I
sender
want
line say
mozzarella sticks.
World's Odyssey GMT?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Sorry.
The subject just says,
Management?
you've got an unread message. I should have turned the preview field on. I can't see what it reads inside, but it looks like there's an attachment here. What the hell? Might be a virus, so I shouldn't open it, but... Pretending to have worked on World's Odyssey just to send an email to someone who's actually worked on the game is so stupid. Wait a second. That's when I put my mouse cursor over the sender line. The email address being displayed was... Sheena@wad.com. This is from Sheena. Seriously? It was the test email for Sheena Ninomiya, the girl that had been presumed missing for over a year. I didn't care that it could have been a spam email or some kind of prank. Without a second of thought, I clicked it open. You have virus! Why am I getting an email from her address?
It's me!
Huh?
Sorry, I bugged the computer.
And just like that, you've unleashed Sarla onto your computer. Just as I saw, there was an attachment. I couldn't figure out with its extension what it was, but it was obvious that the file had been compressed. I tried my best to extract the compressed files with a few basic expansion tools, but for whatever reason, I couldn't open them.
Skill
And he
issue.
couldn't even find his keys.
Even if I click on it, it won't open. Is it a strange .zip file or something?
One day he'll get them.
I'm dying. I've never seen an
I
email
died.
like this before.
Skill issue.
Try as I might, I couldn't open the attachment. My brain was being pulled from all directions. First the sender line, now this attachment. My frustration made my cheeks beat red, but there was nothing I could do to open it. What proxy server could this have come from? All of the servers should be down. I was at a loss. My next course of action was to access the World's Odyssey servers, knowing full well they were probably deactivated. What? You gotta be kidding me! After we unplugged the server, the cache should have been emptied and deleted. How the hell is this happening? World's Odyssey. Hey, what's going on? The screen's becoming erratic. It's buggy as all hell. This is bad. It was nowhere near this messy when I last touched it. How would any bugs be able to penetrate the firewall if the device is shut down entirely? What if I open up the control panel? Whoa, this is no good. These lines of code are totally jumbled. An entire year had passed since the incident. The disappearance of Sheena Ninomiya. Of course, we had reported her disappearance to the authorities immediately,
Not the
but never had I been
disappearance of Hatsune Miku.
satisfied with how they chose to close the case. We were close teammates who had worked within arm's length for 2 years. We'd struck a fine friendship, and I'm sure that she'd agree. For some reason, that does not explain the earlier scene, Arata.
Yeah.
Sheena was wise
Probably
beyond
doesn't
her years.
explain why you
but
had
there
her
were-
chest size.
But there were moments where her mind would drift off. The company had asked me to take Sheena under my wing so that not only would she be cultivating an understanding of our company, but she would also become an experienced professional, one that our company had planned on grooming to the highest echelon.
Why would you pick that kind
And
of
then we
wording?
would take her chest size.
It's not looking good for you in the court of law, Arata. My
Yeah.
stress is from the
No,
job got
I'm
the
a
better
lawyer
of her.
now.
I'd noticed her slip over to the bathroom where I knew she'd cry by herself in the stall. However, it was always done discreetly, never getting in the way of her giving 100%. Her unbridled enthusiasm always surpassed our team's expectations, but what made her truly
Can I
special
read
was the
him his
sincerity in
rights?
her work.
Yeah, do
You
it.
have the right to remain silent.
To remain silent, anything
have-
you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
You have the right to a lawyer.
I am that lawyer.
Yes. I know because I spent nearly every day with her. Sheena would never, ever walk away from her job without an explanation.
It's because you took her chest size.
Obviously! This game was her life, her legacy. Her project legacy, if you will.
Yep.
It's hard to imagine
But
anyone
just-
walking away from it without any care or remorse. There has to be something fishy behind her sudden disappearance of Hatsune Miku. Nothing else makes sense. The police didn't share my conclusion and were more invested in the belief that she willingly ran off instead of something more nefarious.
And this is why you don't trust the police.
As Sumika mentioned, I've been feeling hollow ever since. All I wanted was an answer, something to make sense of the tragedy, I even thought that I could hire a private investigator, but
We're so
both of her
We are
parents
so
have passed
back.
away, and she had no other surviving relatives. Except for me! For anyone else, that would have been enough reason to leave it be, but neither Sumika nor myself are willing to do so. Even as the two of us set about cleaning out her vacated office, we will find Sheena. Huh? Wait a minute. It says there's one active player moving in the server. That's impossible. Maybe if I check the
Unless-
player log, I can see a screen name
No.
or something. Account name Sheena! Status active. Last online 3 minutes ago. Sheena! Are you in there?
Why is that his first thought? Like, are you trapped in there?
Hey, we're back!
Mm.
Well, welcome back.
Oh, I must have collapsed from fatigue after trying to escape the palace. Sorry, Mizunaishi. I fell asleep.
But where did you go when you fell asleep?
I just took a nap. Huh? Mizunaishi? He's being unresponsive again. Does that mean he logged out and hasn't returned yet? I'm in. In where? Yes, it has to be. These are the
She's-
plains of World's Odyssey. Right now, I'm sitting in front of Hardest Palace.
She's in the bag.
Yep.
Oh, pickles!
Yo! It is I, your Teddy God, Persona 4.
No!
Persona.
You scared me. Oh, are you?
Hey, Mr. Enigma!
Not the red boy.
Your voice. Might you be Mizunaishi?
Yeah, it's me. Don't you recognize
No,
my skin?
no,
It's our cabinet.
Not in this instance.
It's our cabinet mascot, Mr. Enigma.
No.
Of course I do. He's so cute. Why are you using another character's skin?
Well, I figured that chatting with you might be difficult if it was just my voice, so I hoped having a visual component would help. Besides, this character gives me access to parts of the code that I can't normally touch. Admins use this skin to crack down on troublemakers. That's why I have those measurements. In order to help you,
no.
wink, I'll need to be able to identify errors in the code directly. This way, I can make changes in real time. Kinda perfect,
this
don't you
little
think? That's like my
You are
brain.
not getting near my chest.
Get away from my chest, please.
Tech savvy as always, Mizunaishi. I think it's a terrific idea.
Alright, we're gonna drop that. It's getting uncomfortable. There's one catch though. Because I'm an admin character, I'm not allowed to participate in battle. Isn't that absolutely convenient for the story? Well, don't start back at me like that.
I can't help it. I'm impressed by the level of graphical detail in Mr. Enigma.
Thanks, nice of you to mention it. Alright, let's try to make sense of what we know at the very moment. Your name is Sheena Ninomiya. You are currently playing a game which you have created. You remember that much, right?
Yes.
So, about your body in the real world. Just take a second to just be very uncomfortable by what I just said. Go ahead, I will get ready for you. I'll give you time for you to get ready for it, you know? Get your perfect acting together so you can be incredibly uncomfortable by what I just said. Yeah, close enough. What's the matter? You're blushing.
Don't put it like that. It sounds so perverted. I'm more than just a body, Mizunaishi.
Are you though? You're right, you're more than just a body, you're code. Well, a body is a body. How else should I describe it?
Oh.
If you don't like me referring to you as a body, then how about true form?
No, body's fine.
Alright then, going back to the subject at hand. Judging by your responses, it seems like you don't know where you are. Why is that? I'm drowning in my own
wink.
voice.
I wish you could tell me. It's disorienting for sure. This world feels more akin to reality than any other at the moment. If I look to my right or to my left, I see the textures of World's Odyssey's environments. I can feel the wind grazing my palm.
I feel like I've made a terrible mistake. The others are very quiet right now. Oh, they're just...
Cyan, I hope you know if that shit starts hurting your voice, please drop it.
Oh. You do realize I went through 219 episodes of rejuvenation. This is never gonna hurt my voice again.
Oh god.
It'll hurt your voice though. When it's VR, whether you wear the real you should be wearing the right... Wherever you wear the real you should be wearing the white ribbon on your head.
Alice in Wonderland? White Rabbit?
It's called the Alice Engine. God damn it. They're goggles that are optimized for games, which have what we refer to as the Alice Engine. The primary selling point is that it induces a dreamlike state for its wearer. Reality becomes indistinguishable from VR.
A dreamlike state?
Sorta online.
Maybe I can see it for myself, huh?
What are you doing over there?
Thinking. I'm trying to find a way to remove my goggles. How do I take them off again, Mizunashi?
This game is just Sword Art Online, but the creator torrented the entire Heisei Kamen Rider series.
I was gonna say.
So many viruses. Wait, in order for the VR to work, the game requires all your brain's conscious energy. You can't move until you wake up, really. Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm sorry. My memory's still so hazy.
Hazy, huh? I wonder if her subconscious has trouble sorting her long-term memories with experiences she's made in the game. Sheena, do you have any inkling as to when you first started playing World's Odyssey?
Nope. Every time I shut my eyes and try to recall my past, everything goes blank. The one thing I do remember is coding World's Odyssey with you and the rest of the team. If I focus too much on it, I feel nothing except for dark, frigid loneliness.
Wow.
For a long...
Finally,
She's so
someone
sweet.
can put it
She
into
loves her
words.
friends, guys. For a long time, I couldn't find anyone to talk with. My prevailing sentiment was that I felt scared to death.
You see? And how does that make you feel? Sheena, listen to me. In the real world, you've been missing for over an entire year.
Missing? What? Is that true?
Yeah, we immediately filed a missing persons report with the authorities. Tokyo NA had initially figured that you were involved in some kind of incident, so we've taken it upon ourselves to search for you. I should have asked you this right away, but was the choice to go missing of your own volition?
I have no clue. It's tough for me to imagine how I got here in the first place, much less who's responsible for it.
I see. We were worried sick, having considered all the possibilities to a dizzying extent. If your resigning sentiment was, in fact, fear, I'm gonna punch myself in the butt! Perhaps she's experienced some form of intense trauma that scarred her memories, making them inaccessible for the time being. I'm done. I can't help but wonder what kind of incident might have left her in this state.
You see, even with what I've retained of the real world, somehow it doesn't feel as tangible as anything I've sensed in this world. Sure, I remember sitting next to you with my cup of coffee, working on lines of code. But I remember the sights and smells of walking on a meadow in World's Odyssey just as vividly.
It might have something to do with the Alice Engine's artificial intelligence control kicking in.
What?
You see, the system's controlled by ARC. I have a suspicion that the game has identified you as an anomaly and is trying to erase you, or it's trying to assume control of your character.
Please don't tell me that.
Heh, just kidding. It's impossible for the AI to assume control of human consciousness as easily as I suggest. Why do you keep on hugging me?
Because you're so adorable.
Adorable? Come on.
Huh? No. It wasn't like that. I was talking about Mr. Enigma, not you, Ms. Nashi. Don't worry, Ms. Nashi. I don't find you cute.
I'm gonna go sulk
Good.
in a corner. Wasn't fishing for compliments, but for
Burn.
her to do a 180 so adamantly is disconcerting on its own. In any case, let's focus on logging you out of here so that you can wake up in the real world. Something unnerving is afoot, though. That enormous hole in the sky has unleashed a chain reaction of bugs all over this game.
I see. So, the hole in the sky was a bug?
Where did it go?
I did it.
Where did what go?
I've been trying to access the master UI panel to initiate a manual user logout, but the menu is nowhere to be found.
You must be mistaken. There's no way that's possible. Wait, you're right. I can't perform the function on my end either. Do you think the bugs have something to do with it?
We can't rule out the possibility, but our predicament could be more dire than we had originally anticipated.
Meaning?
In the same way that our names were somehow blacklisted from the in-game chat function, I see other signs of third-party tampering in our code.
Are you telling me that we've been hacked?
Well, that's my guess. Even so, whoever it is, this person is in the know enough to identify the main programmer and the director of one of our unannounced titles. Blacklisting 2 of the key developers for this game before its release is a little suspicious, don't you think?
My hair's standing just thinking about it.
I mean, given that the World's Odyssey servers are running when the project was halted over a year ago is a major red flag. So long as the source code is vulnerable in someone else's hands, we need to log you out as soon as possible to bring you back, but...
But? How the hell am I supposed to escape this world? I have no idea where I am, how I got here, or how to log out.
Wait a minute, what about that fail-safe function? Remember? The ending engage.
What? You're right. I totally forgot about that.
That's you.
Phantom?
Rutro.
Phantom.
We'll be back.
I deeply apologize. My dad just walked into my room.
Welcome back.
I see.
Welcome
The
back.
beautiful
You're
thing about World's Odyssey is that despite being an MMORPG, there's a definitive end to it all. Thank you guys. Thank you for the welcomings. I appreciate it.
I wanted the players to return to reality in sheer awe of what they saw. An experience unlike anything they'd ever seen before, right? Our wish was for our designs and stories to inspire gamers in the same way that we were inspired. Breathless and ecstatic.
Yes.
I can't help but feel frustrated that, for now, this is our only option to get you out of here, but for the time being, it'll have to do. So, let's head to the penultimate world to destroy the final boss and catalyze the ending engage.
Got it.
Sword Art Online.
Alright. I'm starting to feel like myself again. If I can clear this game and log out, then I'll wake up in the real world in no time. Could finally see Sumika and Lydia again. And you too, Mizunaishi.
Right. I'll be right beside you until the very end, so don't you worry about a thing. Our next destination?
The Mystic Sky capital, Odyssia, right?
You know the way there, right?
Of course, I helped create it after all.
In order to reach
On a
Odysseus
side
from
note,
Artis,
my
we'll have to
dad
travel
came
to
in and
Sturvo,
threw a big bag of
kingdom by
beef
the
jerky
sea.
at me.
Hey, tear it up.
Nice.
Then let's part ways.
He
for
literally
now.
said, here's a
Before you
pound
head
of beef
there,
jerky,
I've got
eat
some
it.
investigating to do on this side.
Tear it up, Phantom.
What? You're leaving already?
Oh, Sheena, I'm gonna give you one warning for while I'm gone. Don't die, alright?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's a miracle that the
Oh my
server
god,
can
he
run at
wasn't
all.
kidding.
The world is swarming
It's
with
a pound
so
of
many
beef
bugs that
jerky?
it's impossible to parse through the code.
It's a pound of beef jerky.
I mean,
fact,
feel free to send
I'm
me some.
holding
I'd
my
love
breath
to
when I
have some.
speak with you under fear that our connection could be cut off at any second.
I have to take a
If you're
picture of
ever
this. I have to
killed in
send this.
battle, or if you jump
Yes,
to save
please,
point
I need to
prematurely and
see
hit
it.
the load function,
Hold on.
there's a chance that it'll send a faulty signal to the server. which
This
can
is really
reset our
important, by
path
the
and
way.
disable our communication.
No, it isn't. The beef jerky is way
No,
more important.
beef jerky is
Cut off.
important.
There's no guarantee.
I'm sending
that
it in
we can
general.
connect Once again.
In other words, I would have to navigate my way to the end of the game on my own.
Yes. I implore you to use extreme caution while you're in game. By your own estimate, this game should require a minimum of 50 hours to clear the main storyline, right?
Unfortunately, that is true.
Well,
We're gonna be here
we
for
include
50
breaks and
hours.
potential
dude.
side
Just
quests.
trying to get out.
and it could take far longer.
There we go.
While you're in there, you'll have to complete all the necessary side quests to access the true ending and initiate the ending engage.
Every single one of them.
It'll be a pain in the ass, but being thorough while we can't access the manual logout screen is our best shot at the moment.
Got it. I'll do whatever it takes.
I will take care of the side quest.
Cool. I'm gonna analyze some asset files for Odysseia and get back to you. In the meantime, you won't be able to reach me. Sorry.
It's fine.
Don't look so worried. I'll have my laptop on me the whole time. I'll be checking in on your progress as often as I can, okay?
One thing. What would happen if your PC were to enter sleep mode? Would that cut off our line of communication too?
Is this your sly way of asking me not to let my laptop enter sleep mode? You worry too much. Anyway, I'll be on my way. See you later.
Oh. He left. Jeez, that guy really travels to the beat of his own drum. Someone could use a lesson on how to treat women.
Phantom! It's not over yet! You got a line.
That jerky is way more important, though.
No! Yep, ran back outside.
Oh my god, that really is.
Hey, voice acting!
I assume I have to voice her.
Yeah, you can voice Lily.
Alright.
I'm so
I
sorry.
already
It
voluntold
was
you.
not my intention to startle you. Wait, aren't you this girl? Looks like the one in that torn painting inside of the palace.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. You scared me. I must apologize for approaching you like this. My name is Lily Hopes. What? I recognize her. Lily was an NPC that I created to serve as a guide for new players. I don't remember her wearing this outfit in her original design, though. Do the bugs have something to do with this? Wait a sec. She has a buggy just like I do. Oh, I'm Sheena. Sheena Ninomiya. Might you be the princess of this kingdom? Huh? Yes. As you said, I am Hardis's princess. Currently, however, I am one of its most wanted criminals as well. Criminal? I was locked behind bars in a cavernous cell, charged and imprisoned for assassinating the queen. Now that she mentions it, I remember writing this dialogue for her backstory.
Sheena!
I somewhat regret being responsible for the struggle she's faced. But in reality, you're as kind as a gentle ray of sunshine. A stern, selfless woman who is beloved by all, whom I know would never do such a thing.
What's going on with the beef jerky?
Phantom has got called or something.
Phantom has been summoned by
I'm not
external
from this
parties.
kingdom, but that's what I've heard about you, Princess Lily. Please, Lily will do just fine. Understood. Lily it is.
Terribly sorry.
Welcome
Never
back.
apologize. You missed literally
Relief
nothing.
to hear that. It
Except
has been some
finally,
time since you last
Yuri!
referred to me as a gentle ray of
Yuri!
sunshine.
Yuri!
Correct me
On
if I'm wrong,
ice,
but were
sorry.
you just
On
a
ice.
slave
No, you're
in the
right. On
palace?
ice.
Yes.
What can I
Why do
say?
you ask? Did you
This
see my
is why
father,
Android
the
is
king
here.
of Hardis?
Yuri fan
I wish to know
continues
what
to
became
Yuri
of the
fan.
king and everyone inside
What
the
else do I
palace.
do?
Please, tell me everything you know.
This
After all
dialogue
that
is
Another
getting
side
so
note,
deep.
this beef jerky
she
is
still
huge.
expresses concern about the king and his warriors. From what I have gathered, the king has been amassing guards in order to counter the growing threat of deranged martyrs around the kingdom. However, many of those who flocked to heed the king's call never returned to tell the tale. I have tried fruitlessly to enter the palace to see it for myself.
This dialogue
But
is
entering as a
killing me.
fugitive
Why
is
do
close to
people talk
impossible.
so big
Humbly beg
words?
of you.
Ugh.
Tell me what you saw inside of the palace. What
I don't
became of the
understand
king
enough
and the men
English
in
for
his
this.
command?
I mean, it's because they were in a video game.
I
get
don't
to-
understand.
Afraid to
Maybe
admit
they should
what I have
consider
to
me
say,
and the
Lily.
fact that I
Devil
don't
may
understand
care,
enough
I must
English
know.
for this.
Okay.
Hmm.
I wandered into the palace because I heard that the kingdom was in need of guards. Much to my dismay, I called out in search of an attendant and received no response. Right from the get-go, things seemed abnormal.
The king, was he safe?
I, saw the king in his throne room, but he was shrouded behind a curtain, so I didn't get a good look at him. I can say for certain that something about his demeanor felt off.
In what way?
His mind was slipping. The king was all wiry, and all of his soldiers seemed to follow, before launching into an aggressive pursuit. The king and his men screamed absolute nonsense at me. I think it was the bug. I mean, it must have been the curse that drove him to madness.
Curse?
No, it
Must
was
be
the pickles.
speaking about the Entoma. How could this be? Is no one safe in this cruel world?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
No.
Mishina, since you had responded to the call to serve as one of our kingdom's guards, I have a favor to ask of you.
It's called letting us save the game.
As princess of this kingdom,
Yes, I
my
want to save the.
responsibility is to free my people from their suffering.
Like, I know I
This
met Lily.
turmoil
That's
can
I
no
remember
longer
that.
stand. First, I must see what has become of the palace myself. Miss Sheena, is there any way that I could convince you to accompany me?
Save.
Sure.
But we're gonna
Save?
bail on you immediately, just so you know.
I know that it is a lot to ask for, but... Huh? Wait, did you say you would?
Well, bravery means
We're
doing the
only
right
in
thing
it
at
for the
right
save
time.
file.
So just leave it to Sheena the Adventurer.
We're trying to get out of there.
Thank you.
I can only imagine how worried you must be after being separated from the king for so long. The king is probably experiencing a lot of grief as well. So let's hurry,
Oh,
Lily.
this is convenient. We're literally like God, but nerfed. We know what happens in this game. That's
Holy hell!
What the? The entrance is sealed.
There might be another entrance around the back. Right this way.
Ah, they don't call you princess for nothing. Let's head to the throne room. Hurry.
Okay.
Save file? Save?
Not yet. Not yet.
Huh?
Not for like another 10 minutes.
Oh,
No, it's the guy that talks for 10 years.
Should we cut
Huh?
the episode here and just do another one? We might be
long is
another
this?
so
like
much
half.
for watching.
We
I've
might be
been
another
CPU
half an hour.
Sideheart.
Have you though? Yeah.
I've been Greenathy, and we'll see you all in the next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Holy
We'll
hell.
be back.